What's going on, Yan Nation, and welcome back for some more Cyberpunk 2077 and Cyberpunk 2020 lore. Today we're talking about ACPAs, or Assisted Combat Personnel Armor, some of the styles, how they operate, their weaponry, and uses. Powered armor, as defined in the Heavy Artillery Sourcebook, is a combat environment suit which 1 has been augmented with rigid or semi-rigid composite plates of armor, and 2 assists the wearer in carrying its own considerable bulk, and that of various weapon and utility devices through some sort of powered assist. ACPAs fill a mostly strict combat niche versus their similar full Borg counterparts. If you guys do want to learn more about full Borgs, I'll have a video in the description. With the introduction of power armor, a new category of professional solos began to gain momentum who could be compared to the brute jet fight pilots who are all well versed in their heavy artillery and equipment. These solos were called troopers with a special ability called combat sense, like regular solos but specialized for ACPAs. Powered armor have a large array of weaponry and can fit into one of these 3 categories in smart linked, targeted, or guided weapons. Smart linked ranged weapons are machine guns, portable cannons, and other simple projectiles. Targeted ranged weapons have parabolic trajectories without guidance systems like unguided rockets and propelled grenades, and guided ranged weapons are luxuries on the battlefield that virtually assure a successful hit by locking on, such as anti-vehicle or air missiles. Next up, let's jump into the components of what makes an ACPA and how it's integral to the trooper on the battlefield. Power armor became feasible with the birth and development of the linear frame, a metal and plastic scaffold of synthetic musculature, and rigid supports. This technology was originally developed for loading combat vehicles and could provide up to 80% of the wearer's strength to a maximum of around 80 kilos. With traditional linear frames not being strong enough for ACPAs, and with R&D teams envisioning the ability for troopers to be able to run, rip open doors, and carry heavy artillery, they needed an incredibly strong frame. In a rare collaboration, Militech and Orbital Air developed an extremely lightweight frame made of a crystalline polynucleotide lattice and plastisteel fiber. They called this the Advanced Linear Frame, or chassis. The quality and composition of armor plates found in suits worldwide vary. Only the poorest corporations use homogeneous plates, whilst the major companies make rigid plates made of a mix of metal, plastic, and ceramics with high tensile and shock absorbing materials. All ACPA suits are considered watertight down to 30 meters and have a filter/rebreather system that allows for 1 hour of sealed operation. They're driven by a fuel cell that allows them to operate for 24 hours straight, although they can be replaced in the field. Pilots and troopers wear skin-tight, low-friction bodysuits which act as cooling garments, and the ACPA itself requires the wearer to have interface plugs with a vehicle link in his processor. A suit's reality interface is integral to the function of the unit. This makes armor combat look a lot like Netrunner. It's usually placed in the helmet, and the simplest implementation of this is the aperture-based reality interface. This relies on openings in the helmet protected by projectile-resistant glass or plastic, but leads to the same vision restrictions as a medieval knight. Enhanced aperture adds additional lenses and auditory receptors to the suit to improve peripheral vision, and wideband aperture enhances upon this by adding smart targeting and adjusting lenses to help again with peripheral vision. Full heads-up display wideband adds automatic targeting and an acquisition system, whilst environment integrated wideband heads-up displays add computer power for the trooper to interpret the geometry of the terrain. Virtual reality interfaces are the best and interpret the environment for the pilot with sophisticated graphics and auditory warnings. This is where troopers and netrunners are effectively one and the same in how they use their interface. ACPAs also have reflex and control systems that regulate how the trooper interacts with the outside world via his neural interface plugs and vehicle link. From basic control, which is essentially the full range of human motion, to high boost, to command and control computers, which allow increased neuromuscular function and highly automated actions to occur. ACPAs are equipped with auto doctors, which are automated medical systems to help improve a trooper's combat survivability. Examples from lowest tier to highest include the Russian Arm Quick Fix, the Arasaka Monitor, the Bodyweight Medic, the Militech Repeater, and the Orbital Air Prime. Safety systems are also integral for ACPAs, and escape hatches are on most units. Self-sealing compressors, food infiltration systems, extended power cells, and life support are seen in some ACPAs depending on what they're being used for. Power armors are also equipped with audio-visual means of communicating, including satellite uplinks, cell phones, radio links, scramblers, laser communicators, thermal targeting, image enhancement, radar, and more. When it comes to movement, ACPAs can climb using a set of blades similar to wolvers and fly using jets, gliders, or flyer wings. They can also skate around at high speeds and utilize an underwater jet to use at depth. In part 2 of the ACPA and Heavy Artillery series, we'll go over ACPA weapons and some types of ACPAs from various corporations. Thanks for watching guys, and for more Cyberpunk lore, join Neon Nation by subscribing to the Neon Arcade.